All right, let's go with the next question. What is one of your most unpopular opinions?
Hmm. Okay, yeah. I mean, I think I've said this on the show, but you're giving me the opportunity to say it again. One of my most unpopular opinions is about sports betting. I think that all of sports is, I mean, I've talked about my disdain for a lot of sports fans and a lot of sports fandom recently, and I think that the rise and pervasiveness of sports betting is, I would say, 100%, if not close to 100% to blame for all of it. I think if sports betting was put back in the bottle, and it never can be, and I'm aware of that, to where it was before the last 5 years, we would have a very different fandoms in basketball, football, baseball, soccer, you name it. And then we're seeing now the sports betting is catching up to players, some big name players, some not so big name players. And so, yeah, I think that
What big
unpopular
name
opinion.
players?
All right, Otani, buddy. What are you talking about?
Yeah, oh, come on. It was an interpreter. That wasn't
You know
Otani.
what I mean. It's a scandal about it
Uh,
engulfing big name player, but I do think that, just truthfully, it's an unpopular opinion, as Jose just demonstrated by trying to discredit it
mm,
almost immediately before I
bro.
even finished speaking. So unpopular opinion, but I do believe that sports would be better without sports betting. Sports fans would be better without sports betting, and having better sports and better sports fans would make just about everything better. So sports betting is a real problem.
I will respectfully disagree on that
I
one.
know.
And
Everyone
you'll just have
respectfully
to be,
disagrees.
again, it's all about responsibility for your actions on that one. And one of the best advice I've ever heard from Dana White in terms of that, if you win bigs early, stop right there. And that has
Yeah.
prevented me from making bad mistakes
It's
ever
less
since
about
learning that.
losing money. We don't have time. We have to get through everybody else. This is less about losing money. I know for you it's a binary. Losing money is bad, and so bad things happen when you lose money. I'm not talking about losing money, actually. I think people who win in sports betting, win often, are just as cooked right now as the people who lose often. I don't believe that there's any correlation between how well you do and whether or not you're having becoming a negative influence on the sport. I will say that just as a clarity point, for anyone who's listening and finds my view interesting. Um, there you go.
My turn.
I think macaroni and cheese is disgusting. I don't get how well you
Oh,
people can
oh
eat
my
that.
Oh,
God.
I
wow.
think it's the most overrated meal ever. Every single one of you want to have it for breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, late night snack. It's all gooey and stinky and blah. Macaroni and meatballs
Interesting.
is real. Pasta and all
But
that.
well,
That's
macaroni
good.
and cheese and
Yeah,
meatballs? No.
macaroni and cheese is whack with the
Okay,
oh
gotcha.
god, what's
So you
wrong
mean
with
like
people?
pasta with red sauce with meatballs? You like that? You just don't
That's
like the
right.
cheesy
That's real
Velveeta thing? Yeah.
macaroni right there.
Okay.
Not freak Kraft macaroni and cheese or all that. And oh God, I think macaroni and cheese is disgusting.
I really thought I was gonna have the hottest take out of the three, but I don't. It's Matt.
I genuinely don't like it. I'm
I
serious.
believe you. I believe you. I just think that people will disagree with that way more strongly than anything else you could say. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to say out loud. So kudos to you for
I'm
doing
not
that.
afraid of that. I'll
Own it.
take an unmatch for that.
You should do that next match. Just start with things you should know about me. Don't like macaroni and cheese. See what they say.
That is a good idea. That is a good
Yeah.
legit conversation starter. In fact, the next person I match is I'm gonna text this person right now. I matched with earlier today. I don't like macaroni and cheese. Let's see how that starts.
I don't know if you just say it out loud. You should be like, "Hey, how's it going? Fun fact about me: I don't like macaroni and cheese."
In fact, no, I just you
You
can
know,
see
you know
right
what you gotta
here.
be like,
You
hey,
can see right here. I said it. You can see.
yeah,
Can you see?
yes.
Oh, not
You should have
It's a
been
little
like,
blurry, but
how long you been matched to that person?
like a couple hours.
You should have been like, hey, I know it's been a couple hours ago. I did forget about you, but mac and cheese suck.
I'll do that for the next match because it's late now, so I'll wait till later.
right, Jose, what do you what is where are you on this one?
Damn, I was all over the place. I had one good one. Now I totally forgot.
Yeah, mac
You
and
want to
cheese
keep
Florida.
thinking? I got a lot of hot take. I have a lot of unpopular opinions. If you want to keep
Oh,
thinking,
hot take: LeBron James is not number 2, the second best NBA player.
who's Kobe?
Kobe.
I mean, that's not that outlandish.
I mean, that'll upset a lot of people,
Okay.
but it'll get a
LeBron-
lot. But there's a lot of people who also agree.
I
like,
could
it's
see
a rivalry.
that. I do think LeBron's number 2, but I can see that with Kobe though, because LeBron is
hot
the
take.
epitome of a
Another hot take:
basketball.
WNBA is still trash, even with what's her name playing.
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, another hot
I've been
take: John.
really getting into. We had
Yeah,
a full
they've
slate
been
of
doing well.
WNBA.
Another
the
hot
Mystics
take:
suck.
John Cena is not even top 3 best wrestler in the world.
Oh, we've already discussed this. It's just wrong.
Another-
You know what? One thing I learned: farting.
Not a hot take. It's just a wrong take.
You know what's a unpopular thing I've learned recently? Farting is actually okay. Like you could fart around people all the time, and they won't. I thought it was disgusting, but as I got older, people don't mind people farting around. They laugh. Like you
No,
go
it's
on a
still
hot
oh
So-
maybe
hell no!
my hot take. It's still disgusting.
with the
I'm
right
not-
with the right person. Like if you
Oh,
are
sure.
swaggy enough, you could right there on a date, and they won't care.
I mean,
Listen,
obviously, if you're close to somebody and you have to do it, then you have to do it. But my hot take is the opposite of Matt's hot take, and that it's still disgusting. Don't do it if you can avoid it. Go to the bathroom or whatever. Hold it. I don't know.
I think so too. But I've seen like videos lately of people like trying to be funny like that, and they find it like the farty funny. I can show you a specific example I'm referring to, but I just don't know about the time unless you want me to.
Yeah, that's
show
all
you.
right.
no, I mean I totally get it. Like I get your point. It's like if Ryan was on a hot, Ryan's serious. If Ryan did it, it's like, oh, this thing's over. Matt, I can predict. Matt, I would think it's a joke because Matt just told some chick that she don't like mac and cheese, and that's how it started off. You can't take Matt serious. You can't take
You
Matt
can't take him
seriously.
serious. That's true.
So
So,
you fart, it's all right.
You know, with our boy, our dream guest Juliano, who we've talked to before in DMs,
Mhm.
so he just did this new video, just rizzing this girl up, and then he just let out a natural fart, and she was still into it. That's what I was talking
Well,
about.
that's because of what he looks like.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's
Yeah.
where these maybe farting isn't a bad thing if you're good looking enough and you have enough
Right. Well,
confidence.
if you're attractive, then whatever you do is irrelevant. Yes, I agree with that. That's not a hot take. That's the way of life. The
Should
more
I play the
attractive you
clip? I
are-
was saving it for
Save it for
Friday's
Thursday.
show.
We can
but
save
should
it
I?
for Thursday.
But okay,
We can
I'll show
save
you
it.
what I'm
That's all right.
talking about. But I was like,
So
you
you
know
should-
what? Am I thought farting was disgusting. Maybe it's not anymore.
Not if
So
you're
wait, so
attractive.
you're basically telling me if I go on a date, I really want to know if this girl thinks I'm attractive. I should just lay one out. And if she's
Yeah.
still in, if she's still here,
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna
she's
learn.
really into me real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're gonna
Okay.
learn. You're gonna learn. You're gonna think,
You know what?
especially you, Jose. I know your confidence is sky high. I
Yeah,
think you're
damn
gonna
right.
learn quickly.
Well,
That
Ryan, I'm gonna FaceTime both of you when I'm on my next date, and I'm just
All
gonna
right,
lay
try
one.
it.
Let's see if this girl will just diamond dash me.
I would.
I'm just gonna blame it on Matt.
Hey, that wasn't the one if that was the case. But what other unpopular opinions? Do we have any more before we move on?
I don't think I have any more super unpopular opinions. Pretty mainstream.
What was I just I think people who hate on Hinge is a great app. I see a lot of people hating on Hinge who are mad at it, but it's on you, the dating apps. Don't hate on the dating apps. Dating apps are cool. It's the substance in it that people are hating.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
It does. I didn't know
Agree.
people were hating on Hinge though.
No, it's like it's huge. I see it all the time. I hate Tinder. I hate Bumble. I hate
Oh, just all the apps in general. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, no, you hate the culture. You gotta embrace the culture to make
Yeah.
it work.
I think you could also forego it, but I know that's getting harder and harder.